I'm a little different in this aspect because sales 101 says give somebody a price, ask them a buying question, right? That's you read any sales, whatever it is, that's what you hear every time. Okay. One thing I learned a long time ago was you've heard of ShamWow, right?
Yeah.
I know it's weird. ShamWow,
Yeah.
OxyClean, OxyClean. Okay. So they're basically those two alone are like the most even with the grill, the Foreman grill. Those are like the most successful like the TV sale thing like of all time or what infomercial or whatever it is of all time, right? But what you'll find is that how they explain everything is they go one sham wow, and then you're like it's 1999, but wait, there's more. You get another one, you get another one of these, you get one of these, you get one of those, right? And
Okay.
then they go, now it's time to buy. So I do the same. I follow the same methodology.
All right. So let's hear this evolved. So and it's gonna be you're gonna be like I can't wait. But this is Harold Durana's script. When you get a lead on the phone, now let me back up. Are we text booking appointments? Are we Calendly? Are we email booking? Is it one call closes? You have a dialer? Like is it live transfers from the dialer in the other room that's passing over? Says, I got Betty on the phone, Harold, jump on. Like, how are
All
you?
of the above.
All of
All of
the
the
above.
above.
All
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the
All
above.
of the above. Yeah, because we do everything all the way across. You want to use your system to its entirety, right?
Okay.
So you want to be able to use it again. If you're dialing, you can dial through the system. You can text through the system. Even emails work. That's what's crazy. Even people respond to emails.
Yeah.
It's wild. Okay. But yeah, generally when it's booked, it's it's like it'll be text message. It does either way. It's like, hey, I'm just calling you regarding the mortgage protection appointment. I was the one that was texting you.
Okay.
Simple, because you're just and it's a booked appointment. You have it doing reminder text messages and all of the above, of course.
Okay.
But just to make sure right off the bat they know who I am. Right? Hey, I was the one that was messaging. It's me.
Got it.
Okay. Or hey, I was the one that just called you the other day. We're talking again. Or they most of the time they've already saved your number. Okay. Then when you immediately, I always verify information. Hey, I just want to make sure we have the information correct down here before they even respond or anything like that. I don't give them any time to like
Okay.
give me like a what is this? Why are you calling me? I don't do any of that. It's just straight through. I was the one that was texting you. Hey, I just want to make sure we have the information correct here. 123 Main Street. Is that correct, Grady? Yeah. Okay, fantastic. Looks like here the original loan amount was 250,000, and I'm assuming you paid that down. So what's the current balance at right now?
268.
Sure. So when you worked aged, it's going to show obviously the first balance when they got the mortgage. It's never that amount anymore anyway, like ever, right? So you want to identify that first before they even say something, because again, that was something that they would say like, wait, that was a long time ago, right? I want to address that before. Hey, the original loan amount was this. I'm sure you paid it down. What's the new amount?
There you
So
go.
now that rebuttal is gone. Okay. And then you're verifying, even if you have date of birth on there, verify the date of birth. If you have age, verify that, I verify the age if it's close enough, you know. And when you originally had done this, it was this age. Perfect. Now, verifying if there's a spouse. Is there a spouse or a co-borrower on this loan as well, or is it just you? Oh, I have a spouse. Not a problem. If you want to go ahead and grab your spouse, throw me on speakerphone. That way, this will be easier. I can answer her questions as well or his questions as well. Oh, my spouse isn't there. Cool. What time do you expect your spouse to be home? Five. Are they out? Running errands, doing groceries, picking up, dropping off kids, or anything like that? Oh, they're doing this. Okay, not a problem. What time do you expect your spouse home? 5:30. Okay, great. What I'll do is just looking at my calendar. I'll go ahead and give you a call back. Let's go 6 o'clock, between 6 and 6:30. That way your spouse has enough time to get in. Okay. So I'll go ahead and talk to you then. I want the presentation to be in my favor.
Got
Okay.
it.
I'm not doing a one-legger because I know myself. If I'm not allowed to make decisions, I have to talk to my wife. Doesn't matter what it is. I got to talk to my wife. Right. And I know this. So I know that's going to be the same. So I'm not going to do my presentation in that manner. Hey, I'm going to wait till your spouse is here. I want this to be in my favor of the presentation. Or even if they're driving, let's say somebody's driving. Oh, hey, it sounds like you're driving. Hey, I want to make sure you drive safe. I don't want to cause any accidents. How long till you're at your destination? 15 minutes, not a problem. I'll go ahead and give you a call back in 15. Okay. Because I want their undivided attention. When you're driving, you're not paying attention. As much as people think like, yeah, I'm paying attention. No, you're not. You're not. Especially if I'm going over important stuff. Yeah. Like if you're talking to like your friend about something random when you're on the phone on the Bluetooth, sure. But this is important stuff. So I'm not going to shortcut myself. That doesn't make sense. Again, I need it in my favor. Okay. So I will make sure the spouse is there. Now, when the spouse is there, cool. Speakerphone. Hey, spouse, you there? Okay, great. Now I know that they're there, and let's have a conversation. Not busy, not trying to do anything, cook dishes or take whatever, whatever it may be. Not doing, not doing the weird in the other room thing.
Yeah.
No, needs to be together. Okay. From there, you want to basically explain who you are. Hey, I'm the underwriter assigned to your case. My job is to see if you qualify for the program. Okay. We did used to do this face to face, Grady, but with everything going on over the last few years, got flipped upside down, kicked out of the office. I'm sure you can relate. That's why we do everything over the phone now. Okay. So the plans are state regulated, no physical exam, no blood work drawn or anything like that. They just have me go over a quick health questionnaire with you, so it's pretty quick and easy. So now, before we get too far, I just want to make sure you receive my underwriter page, or my agent page. Which I have an agent page. I send it to the clients. Shows my face. Okay, has my family. So like the holiday photos, I threw that all on there.
Love it.
So um, it has my licenses, all the states that I'm licensed in, and it has the last time I did my renewal of my license. Okay. So when they're on there, I say, hey, open up that link. I sent the text message, open that link. All right, as you can see there's a picture of me and my family. I am the pretty one. And they go, ha ha ha, laugh because my, wife, kids. And then because this is my icebreaker, right?
Yeah.
So I'm ice breaking. I'm like, okay, cool. And then you see the picture of my wife and my kids. I know my kids are cute. They look like me, right? And they're like, yeah, they're all these cute kids. I'm just kidding. It's probably better that they look like my wife, right? And then they laugh. And then, I'm like, wait, you trying to say I'm ugly? And, it's just a quick icebreaker.
Yeah.
Boom. Good. And I let them know, hey, that right there shows that you know who you're talking to. Okay, you see that I've completed a full federal background check, which allows me to go over this information with you. So see my licenses, see that they're active, been doing this for a long time. Like, they started in 2009. Like, so they have all that information. Has my email on there, has my phone number. The phone number that I called them on is the same phone number that's on that page. There's no mixing. Wait, you called me on this number, but that's your number? Nah, everything matches all the way through and through. Even the emails, when I send them emails, everything goes all the same, very uniform. Okay. So have them see that video, have them see my page. After they've seen the page, they can verify that they've actually looked at it. Then I'm going into like explaining what it is, right? How this works. There's a whole bunch of different companies that do mortgage protection. I'm just an underwriter for all the different carriers throughout the state of California. So I just do initial underwriting, help you submit your application. My job is just to figure out which company and plan works best for your situation. Does that make sense, Grady?
Yeah.
Cool. So now it's same page. They know who I am and why I'm there. Okay. Now from there, I need to give you an agenda. If you don't have an agenda, you have no idea where this conversation is going to go. When you don't give an agenda, what happens? People are like, well, how long is this going to take? What are you going to, what's going on? Why are you asking that? Right. So I want to give an agenda. So my job's pretty simple, Grady. I'm going to ask you some health questions to see what you pre-qualify for. I'll go over some quick finance questions. That way we can evaluate your need for the coverage. From there, I'll go over some options that fit within your budget. And then the last thing that I can do is I can help you submit an application request for coverage to the carrier. Okay. So I'm going to help you submit this application to the carrier. Okay. So you cover a lot of the different bases, right? You have your agenda. You're telling them what's going on. Hey, I'm gonna ask you some questions to see if you can get qualified. Okay. I'm also gonna ask you finance questions to see if you even need this. There's a possibility you might not. Um, Then I'll go over options that fit within your budget, and then I'll help you submit an application. Okay. And from there, it's I like to hit things over multiple times. Like for example, budget. So I'm going to hit it again and reminder, hey, when it comes to mortgage protection plans, we need to just make sure this fits within your budget, and not just like your budget today, but your budget for months to come, because you don't want to have a plan in place like this for just like a few months and then something unforeseen happens, an expense, and then you got to cancel everything. That's a waste of money. It's a waste of time for you. You didn't help your family at all. So we don't want to do that. Okay. So budget, hit that again. The second thing is that think about it, right? Is another one that people go with uh, as far as rebuttal wise. So, hey, when it comes to the approval process, I'm not going to be the one that approves you. That's actually through the carriers. If I could, I would definitely approve you. I would just approve everybody, right? But that falls on the carrier. So we can only do the initial underwriting today. And then we're going to submit your application request for coverage to the carrier. They'll get back to us within about 1 to 5 days with their decision. If you're approved, you get your policy in about 2 weeks. If they decline you, they just let me know. We'll just move you to a different carrier that will approve you. Okay, does that make sense so far? Great. Okay. Now, golden question. Okay, this is what I like to ask. Is it's a buying question. Okay. Now, when it comes to presentations, there is pressure. Okay, you need to follow that up with a release. Okay, because you do not want your presentation to be a pure pressure, all the way through the presentation, because then the client's going to break eventually, right? So you don't want that. So I ask a buying question. Grady, once we find something that fits your needs in your budget and does accomplish what you need, is there any reason why you would not want an application sent in to see if you could be approved? Budget, not a problem. If we can't find something that fits your needs in your budget, it's not a big deal. We only want to do something if we can truly help you. Pressure, release.
Thanks.
Okay.
Honey.
I need to think about it. Hey, it's not a problem, Grady. If we can't find something that fits your needs in your budget, it's not a big deal. We only want to do something if we can truly help you. Okay. I was looking for a quote. Yeah, not a problem. I mean, if we can't find something that fits your needs in your budget, not a big deal. We only want to do something if we can truly help you. Okay. Pressure is completely off, and they're like, oh, cool. I don't have to get anything if I don't need it. If it doesn't make sense, I'm not doing it. Okay. So
Now you
again,
know already the only immediate thing that might be the thing that would be holding them back.
yeah. Or they'll tell me, oh, it has to fit within my budget. Cool. I will make sure it fits in your budget. I already know this. Good. Oh, well, I have to think about it. Cool. I knew you were going to say that. Guess what? It takes 1 to 5 days anyways. You have plenty of time to think about it, and you have a 30-day window. So I know when I get to that point what they're going to tell me anyways. And most of the time, I've already covered it throughout the presentation anyways. So that rebuttal is kind of non-existent at a certain point. Now, before I even go into anything, medical questions or even quoting or anything like that, discovery is probably the most important part of the presentation. If you do not have an understanding of what is going to happen with this client, like again, mortgage protection, you passed away, who's going to be the one picking up the pieces? Who's going to be taking care of that home? My brother. Okay, great. Now, does your brother live with you? No, he doesn't. Does he live nearby? Kind of about 45 minutes away. Okay, got it. He has his own family? He has a spouse? Oh, he does. He's married. He has kids. Okay, got it. Now, when you passed away, since you're leaving your home to your brother, do you think he would uproot his family, take his kids out of the school district, and then move into your home? Well, no, no. Like, why would he do that? Right? Take his kids out of the school that they've been going to. Okay. Probably works probably close by to his home and then move completely out of the way, 45 minutes away. Probably not. Okay, got it. So when you pass away, what do you think the plan is for your brother? Would he keep it, sell it, rent it? What do you think? Oh, he's probably gonna rent it out. Okay, great. So basically, all you need is time for him to figure it out, right? Fantastic. Okay, so to my understanding, you just want to make sure, your brother doesn't have to worry about losing that home. Yep. Okay, great. That picture is painted.
Like,
The client is thinking about you passed away, your brother has to move out of his house and then move somewhere far away, take his kids out of school. Now his kids hate him for the rest of their life. So he took him out of high school, took him out of middle school. No, nah, they're not gonna move. There's no way. Yeah, there's no way that's gonna happen. So Okay, cool. So now we know what the situation is. So if they're older, for example, we know we're going to do payment protection. I've already implanted Grady. So all your brother needs is time. Okay. That's it. All your brother needs is just time to be able to figure it out and kind of get it situated to get a renter in the home. Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, great. Or to sell the home, whatever it may be, whatever option they want to do. They're going to sell it. Okay, great. He just needs time then. So let's just make sure he has enough time. Now, from there is when now I have a picture painted. Now I know what's going on. Okay. Now I can ask the medical questions. And let's go through the medical questions. Now, when it comes to medical questions, um, when you talk to like customer service in general, when they're asking questions that are very like they're reading the prompts on their screen and they're like, okay, boom, 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 boom. I do the same thing. All right. When it gets to a point where it's like, okay, they know I'm a real person, yes, but then now I still have to do my job. All right, I'm gonna go over some health and finance questions with you now. So Grady, your date of birth is this? Is that correct? Okay. Do you use any tobacco or nicotine in any form? What's your current height and weight? Do you have any current or past medical conditions? Da 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 da. Da. It's all robotic. And I'm
Got it.
like, all right, cool. So the next thing I'm gonna go over with you, Grady, is just a list of medical questions. I just need a yes or no if they apply to you. Okay. All right. Have you ever had a heart attack or a stroke or a TIA? Any stents placed? Okay. Have you ever been diagnosed with diabetes? Are you taking any prescription pain medication? Any high blood pressure, cholesterol? All right, okay, cool. So now I'm gonna go over some quick finance questions now. Are you currently retired, employed, unemployed, or disabled? What's your occupation and duties? Are you receiving Social Security, pension, survivorship income? What's your estimated monthly income? All robotic. And then
Got it.
the thing is that people recognize that, right? Even for yourself, you call in customer service when you recognize that they're just asking their questions out of formality, you're just like, here's the answer, here's the answer, here's the answer, because it's out of formality. You kind of have to do that, right? So that's what I want. I want when it's time for them to answer questions, I want them to just give me the answers. Let's just keep it easy. Let's keep it easy. Just give me the answer. What is this? What is that? What is this? So you have no hesitation when it's time to answer. When you're asking them, they just give you the answer. Give you the answer. Give you the answer. Give you the answer. Okay. And then you're also discovering whether or not they have a policy in place. Okay. Do you have any current life insurance in place? Is it a private one or a temporary policy in place? Because I need to know that going in. Okay. Because I want to make sure that rebuttal is not an option for them. Right. Already have a policy. Okay. Is it through work or is it something that you privately own? Oh, it's through work. Okay, great. I'm glad you have it. It's like a company car. It's only in place while you're working. You quit, retire, lay off, disabled, and you're no longer active. You got to give it back, right? Just like a company car. But with that, Grady, do you have anything that you privately own yourself, though? No, I don't. Oh, okay, not a problem. So I bring that back. You don't have anything that you own. That's not yours. That's somebody else's policy. Okay. I even ask them if they have a bank. I ask if they have a bank account right out the bat out during this time. Do you bank with a credit union or major financial institutions such as Wells Fargo, Chase, Bank of America, etc.? Same thing, robotic.
No,
And then they go, "Oh yeah, I have Chase. Okay, great. I have credit union. Okay, great. Who do you use? I use this credit union. Okay, great. Keep going. Okay, great. So you're back to your normal voice when it's time to go to other stuff.
it's good.
So, that's what I do. I even, again, budget is a rebuttal. So I even mentioned again, hey, it's important to note, mortgage protection is really important, but you don't want to put yourself in a situation where it takes food off the table, okay, or causes you to struggle financially. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, cool. Now I'm going into whether it's payment protection or if it's payoff. Okay. And everybody does a little bit different, right? You kind of explain what it is, okay? So like, or what it does, okay? How it actually works. So if I'm, doing payoff, okay? There's two ways to do mortgage protection. You got payoff and payment. Payoff works, works a little different. Pays off the home to its entirety. Payment's a little bit different too. Pays off your mortgage for a certain amount of months, so that way your family can come up with a plan. Okay. Then again, based on their medical, right? We know if they can qualify for payoff or we have to go the payment route. So I'll know. Okay, cool. So what my system is recommending is we go the payoff route. Not me, my system. My system is telling me to go this way. So I'm gonna go that way, right? Okay. And I even give them two options. I know this is weird. Some people are like, "Why do you do that?" I'm like, I want clients to feel like they have their control as well. Hey, with payment, Grady, there's two different ways you could do it. You can, the first one is pretty straightforward. It pays off the home, pass away. There's another policy you can do where at the end of it, if nothing happens to you, you just get a refund. Which one do you want me to go over with you? Oh, I want the refund one. Okay, cool. Who chose that? Grady did, because I asked you. Which one do you want me to go over with you? The one that just pays off, that's it, straightforward, or the one where you get a refund at the end? Well, I want the refund. Okay, cool. So use your choice. Okay. Then I'm going over everything. Then you go over your options. I'm the same thing. I do 175% or 50%. That one's pretty standard. I think everybody across the board does the same, I would assume. I mean, every presentation I've seen, it all says 100%, 75%, or 50%. Okay. Then from there, I'm very different in this. I go over options. 100% covers you for this. This is how much it's going to be. 75% is this. This is how much it's going to be. 50% is this. You give them the coverage price. Okay. Now, I'm a little different in this aspect because sales 101 says give somebody a price, ask them a buying question, right? That's you read any sales, whatever it is, that's what you hear every time. Okay. One thing I learned a long time ago was you've heard of ShamWow, right?
Yeah.
I know it's weird. ShamWow, OxyClean, OxyClean. Okay. So they're basically those two alone are like the most even with the grill, the Foreman grill. Those are like the most successful like the TV sale thing like of all time or what infomercial or whatever it is of all time, right? But what you'll find is that how they explain everything is they go one sham wow, and then you're like it's 1999, but wait, there's more. You get another one, you get another one of these, you get one of these, you get one of those, right? And
Okay.
then they go, now it's time to buy. So I do the same. I follow the same methodology. I go,
Okay.
here's what it's going to be. Here's what it's going to cover you for. Here's how much it's going to be. Then I go, but wait, there's more. Okay. Included, you have a terminal illness rider. If you ever deemed a terminal illness, you have your life expectancy is 12 months or less. You have access to the face amount. Chronic illness. Okay. You have death bed. If you are unable to perform two of the six activities of daily living, you get access. If you have a critical illness, ALS, kidney failure, life-threatening cancer, major organ failure, heart attack, stroke, dementia, you have access to face amount. Does that make sense? And they're like, oh wait, there's more. Like wow. Then I reiterate everything. Okay. And it sounds very long when I explain it, but it's purposeful. So when I ask him, hey, does that make sense, Grady? Yes, it does. Okay, fine, perfect. So just to summarize how this works, okay? If you passed away, it would pay out. If you had a terminal illness, it would pay out. If you had a chronic illness, it would pay out. And if you had a critical illness, it would pay out. And then at the end of the coverage duration, if you don't use the policy at all, you would just get a refund of all your premiums paid. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what did you hear? My policy is going to pay out once. My policy is going to pay out twice. My policy is going to pay out a third time. And then my policy can pay out a fourth time. And then if nothing happens, I get all my money back. Huh. Sounds like a good plan. Like, sounds like a great plan. Now that 100% of your mortgage for $200 a month, but wait, there's more. Boom, 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 boom. And then nothing happens. You get all your money back. You're like, wow. Okay, great. So now just to reiterate, you could either do 100%, 75%, or 50% of the original mortgage balance. Okay. So ultimately, it's going to make it so your family doesn't have to make an emotional decision. Worst thing that you'd want for your family to do is you passed away, try to sell the home as fast as possible. It's the worst thing you'd want. And then what happens is what? They're not going to get the true value of the home. They're going to lose a lot of equity. It happens. We don't want that. So this is going to allow your family to have time and not have to worry about where that money is going to come from to pay the mortgage. Does that make sense? Great. Now, Grady, like I said earlier, I only do the initial underwriting. Okay, I can't give you an official approval. I wish I could, but it's through America that's going to be making that decision. Now, if you did get approved, which option made the most sense for you?
I think I can afford the 75% right
Okay,
now. That's
Fantastic. Perfect. I'd agree. That's the best option. That's what most people do. So just give me a second. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up that application. What it's gonna do, it's gonna have me ask you a few more questions. Okay. Pull up the app. Good to go. There's the process.
But wait, there's more. If you die of an accident, they'll double it.
Yeah,
Right?
you can do that too. Yes.
That is
So,
so well explained, Harold, that it's I mean, I got pages of notes and press release. My system is recommending let's go over the agenda. I mean, agenda is a classic thing I've heard before, but I love the way you put it
yeah,
together. And then the infomercial close
yeah.
is it's bundling, like it's recapping, right? And it's now you're doing that post price or pre price,
I give them the price because
price.
so I'm going, hey, 100% of the mortgage is gonna be, this dollar amount, option one, option two, option three. I give them the coverage plus the price. Their expectation is this guy's gonna ask me a buying question now,
That's it.
right?
Yeah.
And then they're like, and I'm like, okay, perfect. You ever write that down? Okay, great. So now also included, I'm not asking the buying question that they're expecting,
Yeah.
right? And mind you, when you give somebody the coverage and the price, what's the only thing they look at? How much it's going to cost. They're looking at the
Exactly.
price. So now they're sitting there like price, 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 price. But I'm like, oh wait, but hey, there's more, right? So now I'm regaining attention because right now at this point, once you give them the price, you lose their attention. They don't care what you say after that. Except now I'm going to say, hey, also included are living benefits. Okay. So how this works is that if you have a terminal, now you're bringing the attention back. Okay. So that pressure of the price, I need to remove that again. I need to release it, which is, but wait, there's more. Now they're like, oh my God, so much stuff. I get all of this. Yeah. Again, you get one more, another one, another one, another one. You don't just get one little bucket, you get a huge bucket and a towel, right? You get everything. so so that methodology is that's all I do. It's just that same boom, 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 boom. And I do it every single time, every single presentation is the same exact way. I don't change it. The reason why is because if something does go wrong in the presentation, I can look back and I can see where I messed up. I know exactly what part of it did I not say this correctly? Did I say this wrong? Did I not reiterate it properly? Did I not build the value properly? So it makes it way, way easier when you're just following the same system over and over and over again.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Harold, this is above
I
and beyond.
know, I know I took so much time. Sorry.
No, you took the right amount of time because we needed it. Drop an HD in the chat below to show Harold some love for lighting this call up for us and giving us the secrets of the golden jacket. Secrets of the golden jacket. That's what it's called. You'd have your own. You'd be your own Disney character, Harold.
Yeah, right. I was thinking a movie, Secrets of the Golden Jacket.
Secrets of the golden jacket.
Yeah.
I would be remiss if I didn't let you close this out with some sort of mindset or discipline advice. We've got hundreds of new agents on here that are looking, hundreds and thousands that are going to watch the replay. You know, what do we got for us? Send us home, Harold.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the messages that I preach a lot is that I don't know, I came from a different place, right? I came from a different company, right? So your current or even your past circumstances, they don't define you, right? Like you got to stop using that excuse, right? You are the result of your own decisions. And how I look at things is that success actually it's a decision, right? You can decide to make more calls. You can decide to get more leads. You can decide to go whatever route you want, right? You can decide to not do it the right way, right? You can decide to sleep in too, right? There's that negative thing of it, right? But you have the power. Make the right decision. That's all it really is. It's brick by brick. That Will Smith, building a wall. It's brick by brick, one piece at a time. Don't look at it as a big gigantic brick. I didn't think of like $1 million. I actually didn't even think I was going to $1 million. I didn't even think about it. I was like, okay, I got this brick wall. I'm just gonna go boom, 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 one at a time, one day at a time, one day at a time. You decide to wake up earlier. You decide to take that early morning appointment. You decide to take that late appointment. You decide to make sure you're giving your client the best presentation. You decide to rebuttal that client because you know they need it for their family, right? So just trying a little bit harder, really pushing yourself and just doing one more, right? So at the end of the day, Success is a decision. Okay. What decision are you going to make? That's all it is. So make the right one. That's it.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yep.
Phenomenal. Above and beyond. I'm going to give you the Golden Jacket Award again. Secrets of the Golden Jacket. We're going to coin this, brother. Appreciate the heck out of you. Still good. Throw some more HDs down there. Light it up for Harold. He gave his heart away today. And now we get to use it all to go take care of our families. And that's what this business is about. So he changed his to figure it out so he can teach you how to change yours. And that's the beauty of FFL and Virtual Illuminate team with the coolest swag in the game, bro. Get one of those hoodies.
I gotta beat Elite, Albert. He got all the good stuff too.
That's right. Virtual
beat him.
is money though. I like it.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
all right, Harold, you're the man, bro. Appreciate it.